As we've been previewing here, we want to tell you about a great program here in the city. They are some of the best and brightest in the city's junior high schools, but getting a top education is only part of the equation. For many low-income students, getting those funds to continue on to higher education becomes a great challenge. That is where the TEAC Fellowship steps in. The goal is to identify promising students and give them a financial boost. Now, in its 25th year, the nonprofit continues to do its part here. And joining me now is Dr. Denise Brown-Allen, the Executive Director of the TEAC Fellowship. Thank you so much for joining us on News All Day.
And thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about the TEAC Fellowship.
Well, it is so important to talk about because, as you were telling us, you start off with these students in junior high, and then you help them not only get into high school, but also college. Why is that so valuable?
Well, it's important because we have some very capable, bright middle school students who could thrive at independent schools and some of the best schools here in New York. However, they need the preparation to make sure that they are able to compete in those admissions pools. And once they get to the schools, to be prepared to compete in the classrooms. So we support our students through an after-school program and a summer program that helps them prepare for the high school admissions process as well as the college admissions process.
It's been a while since I've been in that position, but I do remember it being quite tedious. So I would imagine sometimes it's just a matter of doing the application properly just to get those really promising students into the schools that they deserve to be in.
Well, as you know, those applications can be daunting.
Yes.
And if there's a language barrier, it's even more complex. So we have a team of individuals who support not just the students, but the families through the application process, the financial aid application process, the interview process to make sure that they can be successful applicants for the independent schools as well as colleges.
There are so many impressive students in our city, but how do you identify those who are perfect for this fellowship?
Yeah, we are very fortunate that we have students who like school. So we're looking for students who have good grades, yes, but they also have an impressive attendance record, and also they demonstrate a love of learning. The students are either nominated by their guidance counselors at their middle schools, or they can self-nominate and apply themselves.
And also, you point out the guidance counselor. I'm sure it's helpful not just to have their guidance counselors, but also to have that supplementary support with TEAC, because again, as we said, there's a lot to do and there's a lot to keep track of, especially when you're young and in high school and junior high, and there's a lot going on in your mind at that point.
Absolutely, and I applaud the guidance counselors and our public school teachers, but there's a lot for them to juggle. So TEAC is able to step in and provide that support. We're part of that village for the students.
Yeah, it takes a village. And I also want to point out, as we also said earlier in the show, you have some star power. Lin-Manuel Miranda, a fan of the program, which is great. Talk to us about that. How has he gotten involved and how has that helped shape all of this?
Yeah, we're very, very fortunate that Lin-Manuel Miranda and his dad came to visit our summer institute. So they spent time with our rising 7th, 8th, and 9th graders, had an opportunity to answer their questions, and they asked questions about problem solving, about deciding to be a writer, author, and actor, and he gave them some great advice. And he was also one of our honorees at our 25th gala last month, along with Rob Kaplan and the Lone Pine Foundation.
Yeah, happy 25th birthday anniversary,
so
by the way.
Yes,
I'm sure seeing someone like Lin-Manuel, it kind of puts it in perspective
Yes.
with them of what they can do if they really apply themselves. You see that website there on your screen. You can go ahead and check it out for all of the information on how to apply and more on what the fellowship can offer. Thank you so much for being here.